Welcome back, dear viewers, and we are honored to be joined over the phone by Mr. Ahmed Badr, tourist expert, to tell us more about the efforts and measures taken to boost tourism in general and the classical one in particular during 2021. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you and all the audience.
Mr. Badr, 2021 witnessed two phenomenal celebrations. One was held from the Egyptian Museum of Tahrir to the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization to relocate the 22 royal mummies. How far did this celebration boost the flow of tourists to the museum?
Well, before that celebration and the movement of the mummies, the Museum of Egyptian Civilization was not that known and visited either by Egyptians or by tourists. But when the mummies moved with this amazing celebration that we all witnessed, and the whole world witnessed last April, definitely it gave a big, huge boost to all the visitors to Egypt and the Egyptians to go and visit this museum in particular, and it became an essential part of all the itineraries and programs to all the visitors of Egypt and Cairo, of course, to go and visit this amazing museum. Especially it is a really good museum and nice, and with latest technology in the museum and the exhibitions of the exhibits of the all the old and
Yes, sir, the Minister of Antiquities and Tourism asserted after the Royal Mummies Parade that the Egyptian Museum of Antiquities won't die. Your comment on the statement focusing on the ongoing efforts to develop the museum and ensure that it gets its fair share of visitors.
The Egyptian Museum will remain a very important part of visiting Egypt. One, because the building itself is becoming an antique. It's becoming part of the antiquities. And also, we have lots and lots and lots of pieces that can be displayed in so many museums. You know, if we display all what we have, we will need at least, I'll say, 10 museums just to display what we have.
Yes.
So the Egyptian Museum, from what I know, it will be closed once the Grand Egyptian Museum is open, and to be renovated, and they will put in display there some of the important parts and pieces that we have. And I think it will be, part of it will be
Yes.
Egyptian art museum through the history of Egypt.
Yes. Sir, the Road of Rams in Luxor is considered one of the most important archaeological projects undertaken by the state. What's the significance of this project, and how do you view the spectacular inauguration that took place?
Well, the celebration of opening the Avenue of the Saints, or the Road of the Rams in Luxor, along with the celebration of moving the royal mummies, mostly give Egypt a big boost for tourism coming from abroad. That shows the whole world that Egypt can arrange such an international level event, and putting Egypt on the headlines of all major media around the world. So definitely put spotlight on Egypt. And from that time, we, tourism business, we received many requests for people want to come to Egypt. Despite the fact that the coronavirus still there, but people started to, live their life with it, and they want to come to Egypt to witness these wonderful places.
Right. Sir, reopening several museums emphasizes the unprecedented support that the state is giving to tourism in Egypt. What's your take on this?
As I mentioned before, we can have easily 10 museums around Egypt, and they'll be filled with magnificent pieces. So, state with opening these museums in Hurghada and some Sheikh and Kafr State, Zambia, all over Egypt, it helps two things. One of them is reintroducing the history of Egypt to the Egyptians, which many they don't know that much about, and it helps us in the tourism sector to give new ideas and new destinations. Being a tourist to Hurghada or Sharm el-Sheikh, having museums there is give us more spot sell for them, and also more attraction to the tourists to come and see.
Yes.
Even in the crime rates like the Kafr State, this will be focused more to Egyptians.
Yes. Sir, as part of the Tourism and Antiquities Ministry strategy for digital transformation, some museums operated e-payment machines for museum entry tickets, and the Egyptian Museum is one of those museums. Would you tell us more about this move and its significance and the ministry's project to develop visitors' services?
E-services is the whole world now is going for e-services, and all the museums and attractions all over the world are being, when you go buy tickets, it's e-tickets. So if you can buy them online, so that of course makes life easier for the tourists and even for the companies. It's just one of the things is I would suggest to the Ministry of Antiquities that the tickets before they were having pictures of the site you are going to visit. So the tourists used to
Yes.
see the ticket as memory. Now it's just a plain white paper which doesn't reflect the greatness of the people visiting. So I would suggest to reprint the pictures of the sightseeing or the place visited from the ticket again. This will give it more, to be
Yes.
a nice touch.
Well, I would like to thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed Badr, a tourist expert. Many thanks for your insight. And dear viewers, that brings us to the end of this edition of Cairo Local Time. Many thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more coming up here on Nile TV International.